Let's put the focus now on the bypolls that were held across the country. And let's talk about 4 states in particular and the big takeaways. In Kerala, in the Nilambur seat, you had a bypoll which has been taken away from the LDF, and UDF's Aryadan Shaukat has won the election. So stunning victory for the Congress, for the UDF in Kerala. And considering next year the assembly elections in Kerala, this will be worrying news for the LDF because it's a sign of anti-incumbency. We're going to be talking about Kerala, but let me just round up for you all the results that came in and the big headlines. In Gujarat, in Visavadar, you had Gopal Italia of the Aam Aadmi Party winning. Not really surprising because this was a seat that had an Aam Aadmi Party representative. So it's been essentially retained by AAP. But again, in a state like Gujarat, it still becomes a big headline that AAP continues to hold on to that seat. In Punjab, Ludhiana West seat, Sanjeev Arora was the Aam Aadmi Party candidate and he's managed an easy win in that particular seat. Again, for the Aam Aadmi Party, this was a seat that they had previously. They've managed to ensure that they retain the Ludhiana West seat. So 2 bypolls, essentially no big surprises in Kerala. Yes, you had a big change in mandate. Kaliganje in West Bengal, the Trinamool Congress again holding on to power, much like Gujarat, much like Punjab and Bengal too. This is a seat that was with the TMC, remains with the TMC. Let me bring in our reporters on this broadcast to get your quick takeaways on each of those state results. Shibimol is joining us from Kerala, from Nilambur. We also have Aman Bharadwaj and Brijesh Doshi, who will go to in just a bit. But Shibi, to you first on the big takeaway of that result. With months to go for the assembly elections in Kerala, you're going to be seeing a worried LDF after this particular result.
Well, absolutely, Akshita. In fact, this is a huge boost as far as Congress is concerned. Going into the assembly election scheduled in less than 10 months. This is also in the last 5 years, the first time they're winning a sitting seat of LDF. It's a seat held by the LDF since the last 9 years. In fact, the interesting part is the sitting MLA, who was PV Anwar, he was an independent MLA backed by the Left Democratic Front. And he was the MLA for the last 9 years. He had a fallout with the left, especially with Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, raising very serious allegations against him and his office, saying that, there's saffronization taking place in the Home Department. He had a fallout with the left. He left the front and then resigned and decided to contest as an independent candidate backed by the TMC this time. So, he tried his best to enter the UDF, the Congress-led UDF, but opposition leader V.D. Sadishan was adamant about contesting alone. And despite contesting alone, they have come out victorious with a huge margin. But Nilambur is definitely a constituency which has, though it's been held by the left since the last 9 years, CPIM does not have a strong base as when you compare it with Congress. It's a seat mostly held by the Congress. It's a constituency that comes under the Wayanad parliamentary constituency also. So for the Congress, it's a major boost. The fact that they've got back their seat, their stronghold after 9 years, and it's also the first election taking place after Priyanka Gandhi took over as the MP of the constituency. So a lot of positives, and also the fact that they've established that there's anti-incumbency factor on ground is also a major boost, and left definitely has a lot of questions to answer in the coming days, especially going into the elections, because they've been raising this, consistently saying that there's no anti-incumbency on the ground.
Which is why Priyanka Gandhi also has put out a statement hailing this victory. For the UDF cadre, of course, this will be essentially a shot in the arm as they go into election season. Shibi, thanks for those details. Let me bring in Aman Bharadwaj, who's joining us live from Chandigarh. Let's talk about the results that came in from Punjab. Ludhiana West, you had Sanjeev Arora of the Aam Aadmi Party winning. This was a seat, of course, that was in the focus because there were a lot of questions about who will contest. But Aman, no surprise there for the Aam Aadmi Party. They will be heaving a sigh of relief that they managed to retain this particular seat.
Exactly, but though the vote percentage was 51%, 90,000 people only out of 174 voted, and there was 3 years anti-incumbency also. There were challenges within the party from the party workers and supporters, and also from the opposition's party. But though Aam Aadmi Party still managed to take the seat away, and also it's Rajya Sabha MP Sanjeev Arora who just marked his victory. And also there are discussions now that who will get as a Rajya Sabha MP from Punjab in place of Sanjeev Arora now, because there are discussions over Arvind Kejriwal getting into Rajya Sabha, or Manish Sisodia, or national face of Aam Aadmi Party via Punjab. But party sources are also somehow informing that the party will try to cover up whatever political dent has been faced by the Aam Aadmi Party, whether it's farmers or any other sector of
Yeah.
in Punjab for Aam Aadmi Party. But the victory was edge to edge fight because Congress got 25,000 votes and BJP got 20,000 votes with difference of 5,000, and Aam Aadmi Party with lead of 10,000 votes they managed to get the seat, but
Okay, okay.
it's
So
a challenge
a
as
big,
well
big
for
win there for the
20,000.
Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab. Let me also bring in Brijesh Doshi to talk about that seat in Gujarat. Again, great news for AAP. It's a day for them to celebrate as they managed to retain this seat too, the Visavadar seat. And Brijesh Doshi is joining us with those updates. Brijesh, you know, when the Aam Aadmi Party won the seat in 2022, considering it was a BJP stronghold, you know, it was a big, big surprising turn. And so there were questions now for the Aam Aadmi Party to ensure that they cement this particular seat as their own, not just a stroke of luck that they won in 2022, which they've done with this victory now.
Traditionally, this seat is anti-establishment seat. So, from last more than 18 years, BJP didn't win this seat ever. Earlier, this seat was held by the BJP stalwart late Keshubhai Patel, who was the first BJP chief minister in Gujarat. So, it was a BJP stronghold, but from last 18 years, it's an anti-establishment seat. So, that's why earlier 2 terms Congress won the seat. Last term, Aam Aadmi Party won the seat. Bhupat Bayani was the MLA who won the seat, and after that, in a year, he left Aam Aadmi Party and joined BJP. So that's why this bypoll was conducted on this seat, and again, Aam Aadmi Party won this seat. So Aam Aadmi Party has retained the seat with a bigger margin, more than 17,000 votes. The margin is 17,000 votes. Earlier, it was only 7,000. So it's a big win for Aam Aadmi Party after losing the Delhi Assembly elections.
Okay.
Aam Aadmi Party was sidelined in the Gujarat, but now Aam Aadmi Party is claiming that they will be the main opposition. They will remove the Congress. People don't believe the Congress against BJP, and that's why Aam Aadmi Party has a good chance, and they will form the government in 2027. That's the Aam Aadmi Party claim after this
Okay, so
victory.
AAP claiming that they're confident now of ensuring they put up a tough fight in 2027. We are tracking all those updates that come in on the reactions with the bypoll results that we've put out for you from Kerala, from Gujarat, from Punjab. The big takeaway is there, winds of change in that one seat in Nilambur of Kerala, but in the other two, in Punjab as well as in Gujarat, you see essentially the Aam Aadmi Party managing to retain both their seats. Thanks to all of our reporters for joining us with those details.